from white girls now.
I'm kind of getting away from white girls.
Yeah. I'm seriously like, I don't know what it is.
So just Dairy Queen. He's going to 31 flavors.
I'm going to I'm kind of getting away from white girls now. I had a whole different taste of a whole mixed lifestyle, and it's like, God damn it, I love it. You know what McConaughey said? Them girls come straight out of high school. Hey, I keep getting older. They stay the same age.
That's right. No, my favorite line is always from Bruce on the Loose, who's like, every time I get a little bit closer, I get a little bit further away.
Hey, waiting for him to get that graduation papers. You just graduated. Thank you. You graduated to a new lifestyle.
Yes,
Come
indeed.
on with me.
Well, you know, the great Tom Likas, the radio personality, always says that your next trophy wife is holding a Hello Kitty purse right now in a movie line somewhere.
You're probably right.
give her about 10 years and he'll be ready to go. It is the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio broadcast, iHeartRadio, also Radio Xenu today, and John Mosier back in the saddle, the big star, Star Station Screen. Derek Scaife with us, who would have been fighting.
I would not have been doing that.
At the gathering of the Chuglos.
I quit fighting a while ago.
He would have been, as the rappers like to say, he would have been fighting.
There were no fights, but he would have been in one.
He would have been in one.
I don't know why.
We'll talk about it.
Why?
We've got Michael. We've got Jay Wells, who would not have had a good time. Her head would have exploded, and her head would have literally exploded. It would have been like I'm trying to think of a movie reference, something. It wouldn't have been good. She would have been like Arnold in Total Recall.
It might have been funny.
It wouldn't have went well. Or Running Man. Was that Running Man or Total Recall? I don't know. But
you mean like the Bad Dance movie? Where the white guy's trying to do stuff?
That's right, Bad Dance movies. So we are going to go to bioassay. I hope that's their name. I hope I haven't just been slaughtering their name.
Oh, they're going to kill you. He don't slaughter my name. He used to. I mean, I think he used to.
This is.
I think he used to. Now, we've got bioassay with us. John Mosier's with us. Also, Mr. Michael. And the fabulous Jay Wells. And Derek Scaife. The big star. Sarah Shays.
Quit lying to people. They don't deserve that.
As long as he was doing porn.
They don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. Now, first of all, gentlemen, am I butchering the name of the band?
Let's see. What does it sound like to you?
I've been calling you bioassay.
Two A's.
Yes, there are 2 A's. As long as you remember that.
Bioassay? Is that how it is?
There you go. That's pretty good.
Bioassay. There's
bioassay.
Yeah,
I've got to be French Canadian when I say
everybody.
that. I've got to be French Canadian and live in Montreal when I say that.
And have poutine.
And have protein.
No, poutine.
Poutine.
Yes, we love poutine.
Dentine.
They make it right. It's great.
Dentine.
If they make it right, and it's sweet, and the cheese is squeaky.
Okay, yep. Gotta have the curds there. Well, no, seriously, it does.
The curds.
Can you guys hear us okay?
Yes, we got you.
You're good.
You're excellent. You're excellent. It's
All
like
right,
you've
cool.
done.
That's why we wanted to
it's like
hook
you've
up a
done
nice
Skype
mic,
before. It's absolutely amazing. Now,
You got it working good.
Now, first of all, Derek has been, or not Derek. I'm looking at Derek and thinking of Michael. I don't know.
Yeah.
Michael has been talking to us about vampire bands and industrial scene and all these things, and then he's like, I got this band, and you got to talk to them. They're fantastic. And then he mentioned you guys. And I'm like, okay, well, what are we doing? So tell us about the band and how you guys got together and all these various things.
All right, well, let me go ahead and start on that one. Yeah, so, I mean, it's a long story, but I'll try and cut it a little short here. Basically, as a lot of bands and art always starts, it all started with a breakup. and you know, I needed a way to kind of work through that. And I've been wanting to do music for a while as far as putting it out. I've been messing around with it since like the 2000s and even before that, but nothing like this. So I said, hey, you know what? I go to all these clubs. I've been part of the gothic, industrial, whatever scene in LA for a very long time. So I said, hey, why not work on some stuff and kind of, you know, base it on what I already like. So I started this project, and I'm actually a biomedical engineer by education. So the whole biology thing and that kind of came into play.
Wow.
That's where the bioassay.
That's where bioassay comes from. And for those, for if you don't know what that word means, and a lot of people don't, and why would you?
Right.
it actually means an.
I had to look it up.
Yeah, she had to look it up too. It means an experiment where you test something that has already been tried on a living system. So I kind of took it as like, hey, you know, I like this kind of music. I definitely have influences. So let me try and make some stuff that's kind of my own stuff, but yet influenced by these other bands, and let's see how people like it. Hence the name. And it just kind of stuck one time. I was just sitting at home and did that, started working on music, probably drank a little bit too much in the early phases. and then after that, I actually met Holly, and she started off doing video.
Yeah, right. Well, I heard your the track Silence. That was my introduction, basically.
Yeah, she heard.
We'd known each other. I mean, we met in passing, like years before, like at a party or something.
Yeah, I used to throw big parties back over there near downtown LA,
and
we had
remember that party. That was an awesome party.
Yeah, we had this giant like 2-story house and Victorian 2-story Queen Anne. When I was going to USC as a student, I met some friends that were part of the scene. And they said, hey, dude, you want to move in? And I said, okay, yeah,
and
why
I happened
not?
to just get invited to his party by a friend of mine who knew that it was going on. And so I came down, and it was a great time. Yeah,
so we had met in passing, and then then I started making music, and we ran into each other again at a club, and we said, hey, you know, a couple of friends of ours, and us, you know, we all ended up going back to my car, and I ended up playing this demo, which was only like 2 tracks that I had put out, which was Silence.
One of which, the Silence.
Silence and Ophthalmia.
I was just like, wow. I was wowed by the.
So we started hanging out, and actually Holly was learning how to DJ, so we worked together on some stuff, and that kind of ended up leading into us working on music together, and here we are.
Yep.
So I've been a big fan of you guys ever since MySpace was around. When the first song I think I heard was "Where," and I was wondering how. I was wondering how the music has progressed since then until now.
Oh, all right. Well, as how it's gone from between then and now, which is kind of a hint at. It's funny that you say that. That's because that's the track title of the up and coming album is Between Then and Now. How has it progressed? Well, before I was definitely into doing a lot of the distorted vocals, which you found a lot in the harsh electro and everything.
Which I like how you do both kind of vocals. It's kind of neat.
That's what Holly said too in the past, that she liked the distortion because.
Between your like gritty vocals and.
The gritty vocals and the
synth pop ones. It too. It's distorted, but you can still hear what you say, so it's kind of cool.
I know, yeah, I've always liked that.
It's a little bit of a counterplay, you know, like. Yeah, and I try and keep them a little clear, you know. I worked a lot on the vocals, which actually makes it really hard to do them live, to keep that clarity and the feedback down live. So. Don't do that. I'd say we've progressed more in the direction of doing more of the clear vocals, but we still use the distorted vocals when we need to. And
he wanted to stop doing them, and I said no. Don't do that.
You gotta keep it there, even if it's just a little. It's still it works well.
Yeah.
I can hear
Right.
Well, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, like even the song Second Fast, it just works really well.
No, it's going in and out. We've got a great group with us today. Now, Derek, sitting here listening to all this and not being involved in the industrial goth scene, what do you make of all this?
It's different. It's different. It's totally different. There's some that
you're used to the hip hop world.
I'm used to
and the shenanigans and
I
Tretch the Creeper and all.
And I know I rock world and even maybe a little country every time, even though I hate that world, but the parties are fucking fabulous. The parties are fucking awesome, but It's totally different. I mean, kind of scares me a little bit. You know, people fear what they don't understand.
That's awesome. I mean, it is definitely different. I have to fully agree with you. And like, you know, you did mention hip hop and rock, and it's good to be scared sometimes.
I guess. I don't know unless we're gonna hit to the bedroom and I'm gonna be scared I'm gonna fall inside you. I really don't want to be scared.
The goth people are some of the friendliest people you'll meet. It's all just about expression.
That's what they say about all serial killers too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That's what scares me about them, because that's what majority of them are.
It's true though.
They
I've been to
gothic.
the clubs for years. I never see any fights or anything.
Well, yeah, but
you don't see them in a fight. You see you see in their basement.
You see the freezer full of body parts.
Yeah, you see the basements later. Because they're so quiet, and they're so quiet, and they're so particular on the way they do things. They don't want the world to know.
It's like he was such a nice guy.
We like keeping an air of mystery about things sometimes.
Yeah, and the mystery is so scary.
Clear up some mystery for me. I've been stalking you on Facebook. What's up with the T? You have some picture that says T on it.
A picture that says T on it?
Yes, I lost it.
What's it?
Oh, Michael! Oh, Michael!
It was like
what have you done here
something.
today, sir?
It was a poster or an album. I just
Are
lost
they
it.
asking?
Yeah. There's a poster, an album with a T as in the letter T, like tango
Oh,
T.
like T-E-A-T.
Like the drink.
T-E-A-T.
Yeah, T. There it is.
Thing about this?
Sorry, don't know.
Bio
We don't know
Say
what that. We don't know what
Grave.
this.
But that's a
It's-
different band. It's a live poster. I think that's the band they played with.
Oh, you played with
Maybe
T
T
and
and
Oh,
Grief?
T and Grief.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's seen
What's
one
that,
of
Tea
your
and Grief?
posters.
You
Yeah,
were
T and
opening
Grief is
up for
he's
them?
an artist from
Completely
the
different
LA area. He's from the Valley.
And
He's,
now
he
it's a
does
little
more ambient.
different.
Yeah, he's a friend of ours. His name is Jeff. I think maybe that's what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I see it all.
Now, something we're completely different.
There's like this poster. You guys had a red shoe in it. And,
No,
just kidding.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. John, you're
T and Grief.
great.
That's all. I can-
So do you guys are you guys planning any future shows? Or I know you said you had a little hard time with the live vocals and stuff. Are you gonna continue to do
Yeah,
that?
actually, early on we did have a little bit of a hard time with the vocals. I mean, it's really easy when you have distortion and compression and all that stuff, like too much of it. It's easy to get feedback, but it also depends on the sound system. Now, as far as live shows go, I think our last live show was with a band, was with Gentleman Junkie, I think.
Yeah, they're
Was
awesome.
it?
Was that the last?
That was the last show that we
We
played.
played with them before.
Yeah, we played with them a few times, but that was the
Yeah, I
last
like
show
them a
we've done.
lot,
We just
too.
haven't had any real plans for shows. I mean, a lot of the venues for live shows.
It's a lot of work
It
for very little kind of.
is a lot of work because we're kind of.
payoff.
I would say we're kind of niche because we're kind of, you know, we.
Well, I know a lot of times the
Doing the
bigger
online
names
stuff.
like
Yeah, we find greater success doing the stuff online, just releasing, and so far. I mean, who knows? That may change. We do have other projects that we
Yeah,
perform
we're working
as
on other projects as well, so
Control Factor Zero, which I might have
maybe
mentioned.
Those will play at some point.
Yeah, maybe those we probably will play more with those. The thing is with the live shows, it's we pretty much played a lot of the venues here that have decent sound. Some of those venues aren't even around anymore, which is a real shame. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds? We don't like to.
We're not saying never.
Yeah, we're not saying never. Never say never. But
I mean,
at this point, we're just concentrating on putting out.
there's a
the
lot of big bands like V&V Nation stuff that will bring the less known acts on tour to help them get known. So I didn't know if that was a consideration too.
Oh, well, if that's ever a consideration, we'd love to play with V&V.
Yeah, we'd love to play with VMV Nation. I mean,
Yeah, Project
I've
Pitchfork,
done
Comic
way
Christ.
too many shots of Jaeger with Ronan and
yeah.
Raul
It's a
from
good time.
Noisex. They're both a good time, and I've drank way too much with those guys. But who knows? Who knows? I mean,
Let's do it all over again.
hey, you know, right?
Are you
I
still
mean,
on the
speaking of which,
steampunk
we should
scene?
have another drink.
Are you still on the steampunk scene?
Steampunk scene.
Steampunk.
Steampunk.
Well, wait, what was the question?
Oh, are we?
Are we? I don't know. I mean,
we definitely love the aesthetic. That much
Yeah,
we will say.
totally.
We've been to the steampunk ball a
I
few
wouldn't
times.
say we're totally into it, but I mean,
Well,
I did go to Burning Man with the steampunk saloon.
Yeah, she went to
Burning
Burning Man last year and hung out with them
No,
and
the
got all
year
dusty.
before.
Oh,
No, the year
Burning
before,
Man.
got all dusty with
I'm
the
gonna go to
steampunk
Burning Man
saloon.
next.
Yeah,
there's a
and
lot
that was
of
a great time.
Set somebody on fire.
conventions that will
That's the most steampunk we've gotten.
they will have like a gothic style band that play at
I'm
their
not taking-
conventions.
For steampunk, I mean, you had. I remember as far as steampunk goes. I mean, I know we've seen bands like what was that band that we saw? Abney Park.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Abney Park. We saw them. I mean, I wouldn't quite call them gothic, but they definitely do have a gothy
That was
aesthetic.
at the Edison, right?
No, it wasn't at the Edison.
Oh,
that was
okay. We
at
saw somebody at the
that was in Hollywood somewhere, right there by that theater.
Hollywood swinging.
Is that before
Yeah.
or
But no, I mean, we
after?
definitely appreciate it. I know there's a couple of pictures of us from the steampunk
Yeah,
ball.
we did go to the steampunk
We-
ball.
we
Well,
went-
twice.
Twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
twice.
We got all dressed up. You know, I was an airship captain, and she was my first mate.
Is that kind of like Skipper and Gilligan?
That was fun.
Yeah, Skipper.
Skipper and Gilligan.
Only I don't think
Good
the-
ship
they'll ever
bioassay.
lost.
The good ship or bad ship, depending on whether you like it or not.
Well, we are going to
Whoa.
play a track of yours here in a few moments.
Awesome.
Michael, you've selected this track for us since you're in this goth industrial scene.
Well, yeah, the track Energy, because it seems more like I've had some people listen to your music and stuff, and it just seems like a track that stands out as like a single. So
Awesome.
Well, that's awesome.
Thank you.
I thank you for playing it. And also, we just want to say ahead of you guys playing it, we want to thank you all very much for having us as part of this interview. I mean, we're very honored to be a part of this, and so thank you.
Yeah,
And
And with that, we'll let you take it.
Well, we're going to do this. We're going to put you guys on hold on Skype and play the track. When we come back, we will keep chatting with these fine folks. Here it is. It's called Energy, and it is here on Radio Xenu and the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio broadcast.
If I stop today,
Through the looking glass, reflections of our lives. I saw your eyes glimmer in the dark when you came home tonight. I see your skin shimmer in the light. I see your breath haunting me at night. Come to my arms, let's make love tonight. Give me your energy. I want somebody to set me free. I need your energy. I want your body to nourish me. Your evil grin never looked so bright. Your crooked smile so full of spite. Our bodies melting long into the night. Give me your energy. I want somebody to set me free.
There it is.
Jiggy Jaguar, the 2008 Community Access Television Rookie of the Year, and the Jiggy Jaguar Radio Show on the network and JiggyJaguar.com.
And that, we are going to go back to the Skype-a-rooney.
All right, you guys are?
And be fantastic. Bioassay? Bioassay?
We are here. Can you hear us?
There we
Yes,
are.
we can,
We've got
sir.
you. We've got you. Now, that was a hell of a deal. Jay, give us your thoughts on Bioassay.
I guess I'm a convert because I need to go to one of your concerts.
Okay.
You like it? Cool.
We got to get Jay to one of your concerts. So,
Probably a 4 cup of tea out of 5.
so we can throw blood on her at the. No, I don't know. I don't think they throw blood on her.
It'll be
at your
corn syrup.
Okay.
There are some pretty awesome recipes for fake blood.
Yeah, they're pretty good. If you get a good recipe, definitely hold on to it because those are worth gold.
Especially the edible ones.
You know, just like around Thanksgiving, everybody needs that, you know, a little fake blood over the stuff. She's giving me the evil look, sorry.
Now, John, what did you think of it?
I liked it. Now, this may sound a little bit weird, but it kind of sounded like the music part of it kind of reminded me of like early Prodigy, and sound like the vocals kind of like if you took Rob Zombie and Prodigy and mixed them together. That's what it sounded like. I loved it.
Awesome. Well, we are both very, very happy that you enjoyed it. I mean, I know sometimes this kind of music is a little bit of an acquired taste if you haven't been exposed to it, but I would say that it kind of takes a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and
we try to make it like.
Yeah, see, I'm the weird old guy, and I kind of like different stuff, so.
Yeah, appealing to all kinds. I mean, and you'll find that actually a lot within the scene in a lot of places that.
Different elements.
Yeah. It's kind of what we do. I mean, like I said, it's a bioassay. Let's throw in some stuff, see what throw it at people and see see if it sticks. You know what I mean? And we take a little bit of it's an experiment. I mean, in short, that is what a bioassay is. It's an experiment.
You got an over 50 conversion here to it, so I liked it.
Hey,
Yeah,
very
that's what
good.
I'm an old son of a gun.
That's what I've been talking about. I'm a big fan myself. And your music is awesome, but it's just got to get out there because like the people that hear it love it, but it's just got to get out there.
Thank you.
So Derek, what did you think, sir?
I really didn't hear much of it because I was taking my daughter to the restroom.
Well, hey, that's fine.
Unless you want me to lie
That's
to you.
important. It has to.
You should lie and put it over. You should be like, "It's the greatest thing I've ever heard." In my life.
No, that's your shit.
My God.
That's your shit. I'd rather not lie to
Forget
artists.
about what you've heard. Forget about ferrets and jello.
Hey, so
fights and
y'all,
squirrels
so
out
y'all
of
remember this. Y'all remember y'all hearing him say this. If he say that to you, he's giving you nothing but bullshit.
Because he's here and
rather
Ron
have
is
the
here.
honor.
That's
You
right.
gotta have the
That's
honesty
right.
that, if you don't like it, the bullshit's nice and it's good candy coating. But hey, if you don't like it, like, hey, say, you know what, we don't like it.
Yeah, you know
That's
that,
okay.
and that's
my
what I
thing.
tell him. That's what I tell him. You know what I'm saying?
He's
The Fonzie egg.
You better. You listen to this lady right here. She'll tell you about me. I'm
Like
cut.
that time
I'm,
Jiggy said something about like hamsters, and I don't know what. But I don't know if I believe him on it.
Me, Mr. Derek Scape here. I'm cutthroat. Motherfuckers don't like it, but hey, if I don't like it, hey, you get the old Fonzie egg.
Hey.
Well,
You were definitely transported back at like the steampunk convention. So.
She was back in her sex tape and dungeon days and young, flings, where everybody just got butt naked and wild.
Hey, nothing wrong with getting butt naked and wild.
Yeah, there's not.
I don't know, when you look like me, you don't like to be naked much. So, I mean,
You know what? That's kind of crazy because I said that today. I put it on Snapchat. I said, now, ain't that crazy? That's when you know you're not ashamed and you step straight out the bathroom, straight out the shower, and you leave your bedroom doors open and windows open. Just don't give a shit.
now,
Yeah. So,
yes. Now, before we let you guys go, how do we get a hold of you online? Pick up your music, all that stuff.
well, we have actually been put out on a couple of different labels. I mean, if I would just say that if you want to get a connection to pretty much most of what we've done is the website, which for the longest time was really poor, and we just kind of. I recently redid it. I learned how to use WordPress, so that was kind of cool. I got a good template. So, bioassaymusic.com, all one word, BIOASS BioAssay music.com. Don't forget the second A, otherwise it sounds like ass. And bioassaymusic.com, and there are links to where you can pick up our stuff. There is actually surprisingly a bit of stuff that's out for free if you look for it. We have 2 compilations that we recently appeared on. One of them is a DEF CON 25 official soundtrack for the 25th DEF CON hacking conference. We happen to be on that comp with Information Society, MC Front a lot, a big variety of artists. If you like a variety, check it out. It's free. If you do pay, it benefits the Electronic Frontier Foundation, which stands up for your rights for net neutrality on the internet today and going forward. So it's a very important thing.
Even $1 would be great.
Even $1 would be great. We don't see any of that money, by the way. I mean, it all goes to the EFF. Second, we have a compilation out of a label in Seattle, Coitus Interruptus Productions. That is a cover of a band called Fad Gadget, a guy named Frank Tovey back in the 80s. Great stuff, experimental, minimal synth kind of stuff. And we did a cover of track, what did we do again? Collapsing New People. So check that out. That is actually a name your price download. In other words, it's for free. You could put 0 in there and get the compilation for free. And there's a lot of great artists. It's worth $1. You have artists like Leather Strip. You have us. Who else? Leather Strip, us. Black Glass out of Seattle. Pixel Pussy out of Seattle. A lot of Seattle artists. Scilab.
Pixel what? I heard the last word. Hold on. Pixel. Hold on. What'd you say it was? Pixel what?
Pixel Pussy.
Oh shit.
Pixel Pussy. Check it out.
We did a remix.
Yeah, we did a remix for actually her project, Holly's project.
Get in there.
Control Factor 0 versus Bioassay.
It's got me
it was
thinking
kind of a fun
like,
thing. You guys will get a kick out of that one. Look it up.
And all the
I don't know nothing about that, man.
But
you guys like Pixel Pussy, right? I mean, like
I think of an Adam Sandler movie just with the girl that comes out with I'm sure she has some nice pussy.
Check it out. No, seriously, you guys will get a kick. His stuff is really cool. It's very creative. His name is Damon Shadow out of Seattle. And then but everything is on the website. There's a couple of comps we were on. You can pick them up there. We did some remixes. You can find it all there. There's links to our SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, I believe, Facebook.
If you want to hear some really weird stuff, you can go to
Yeah, check out Control Factor 0 if you want to hear some weird stuff. That's Holly's brainchild, and
it's our baby.
It's our baby, but it's her brainchild. Check that out. And then we also have a project called Structures of Silence. That's also I believe that's a free download too. I mean, it's a name your price. That's my baby. It's ambient, weird, experimental. But that's kind of where we are.
Well, I appreciate you making time for us today. We've got to run along, my friend. It's top of the hour time, but thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you much, guys. That, of course, BioAssay here on the big broadcast.